Hello,
Thank you.
Sam
Go right
J.
ahead.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Well, I'm doing even better after watching your special. Thank you for the laughs. I really appreciate
I
that.
appreciate that. That's awesome.
I have to ask you, this is the first 1 hour special that you've had. You've done other ones that are a little shorter. How difficult is it finding the right material to keep you going for 1 hour?
Um, Hard. It was, I feel like the whole hour is a culmination of, my entire career up to this point. But I would say it was like 2 years of me like really being focused in on getting it down to an hour and figuring out what those jokes were gonna be and what I wanted it to
Mhm.
be. And it was just a 2 year process of trial and error and shifting things around and moving jokes and then seeing if they worked better in this spot than they worked in the beginning. And is it better in the middle than it is in the end? And like
Sure.
just
Yeah.
constant,
Trial and
thing.
error.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, and then of course you're so used to being someone. I mean, you do a lot of stage work and stuff, but you shot this just before the pandemic. Wow, got in right under the wire there, Sam.
Uh,
For somebody like you, who yes, I know you do a lot of writing and you write for SNL and everything, but you love to be on stage. So when a comedian is squashed from doing what they love and can't do it, how difficult is that?
It's been a 50-50, right? A part of it was a well-needed break. I've been kind of doing stand-up straight for 8 years.
Right.
I've probably taken, I don't know if I could count all the days off, 20,
Okay.
maybe. And I think I'm being generous with myself because
Yeah.
even when I go on trips, my girl hates it. I'll go find a show. So I'll go do a mic, I'll go do something.
Yeah.
So it's been crazy in that regard. And so after the special, I was telling my girl, like, I was like, babe, I think I just want a break. I think I just want to sit down and really let this happen and take it in and also kind of think about what I want to do next and what's next for me, on this journey of comedy. And then this thing kind of happened and it was like, oh snap, this was kind of forcing the thing I was saying that I wanted. But now I'm like ready to get back on stage. So it's like now that I feel like I
Yeah.
my break and I'm like itching to get up and I've got all these ideas swirling around that I would love to say. But I also just feel like everybody's going through that. Everyone's not able to do the thing they want to do right now.
For sure. And I want to ask you, you said you had ideas going through your head. So how do you find the funny when there's not a lot of funny going on in our world right now?
You know, I I've always I don't know. I laughed at my mom's funeral. I think I just am a person that I'm a little bit of a cynic.
Yeah.
So I kind of can be, humored by the oddest things for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, no, no. I mean, it's good. I think it's important to have comedy, especially at a time like this. There is no question about it. You, of course, have been on SNL for a few years, writing and gotten your sea legs on that and everything. Who I know, not a fair question, but I'm going to ask you because I love watching that show every week. Which cast member do you like writing the most for?
Wow. I have like a group. I really can't say a one, but I love writing for 80. I love
Yeah,
she's so fun and she's just always down the clown.
yeah,
I love writing for Beck Bennett. He's super fun to write for. I love writing for Kyle. Especially I feel like I wrote for him more in this last season and we've really found a rhythm. But I feel
yeah.
like everybody, it's just really that. It's just finding a rhythm and like finding that kinship in your styles. And then you can really like, bust things open and have a good time.
Do you think that since you've been there, you've made a difference to the writers' room?
Yeah, I feel like, yeah.
Like listening to you more, getting at the diversity and everything that you want to get out there. I think it's really important.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're learning to just jam with each other and everybody brings an ingredient, and we're just starting to see all the ingredients mix, like even though the writers didn't get nominated this year, I really feel like it was one of our better seasons
I
and
agree.
writing wise. And I thought that we really had found a rhythm with each other. And I feel like everybody's little piece is starting to be in there. I feel like you're hearing and seeing Ego's voice a lot more and Chris Red's voice a lot more. And then Bowen Yang's coming in and bringing what he's bringing to the table. So I feel like it's just happening on every cylinder at the show.
I agree. Well, listen, congratulations again on this Netflix special. It is really, really funny. And just wishing you all the best. And when the pandemic is over, you're going to come to Toronto and you're going to come perform for us here, right?
Oh yes, I love performing in Toronto. Actually, it's one of my favorite places, and it was the first place I went that had legal weed.
Well, there you go. Well, there is a good reason to come back here, my friend.
Yeah.
Take it easy and lovely speaking with you. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.